Folks, it's Mark Devine here with Mark's Daily Brief. Thanks for joining me today. Super stoked to have you following and watching these videos. Please share them with your friends. I think they might find them interesting or valuable, and have them subscribe to our YouTube channel. So I appreciate that. Today's brief is about attitude. Another way to say attitude is mindset. And so this drives so much of what we do in life. So mindset is really an accumulation of your beliefs and patterns that have built up throughout your entire lifetime, and heavily influenced obviously by your family of origin and by early childhood influences of your friends and peers, and obviously your education, but also just culture at large. The attitude that we have from the last 20 years in our culture is different than the attitude, let's say, that our parents had in the 20 years prior, because culture has a big impact. And guess what? With COVID-19 and this economic crisis that was created by the government shutdown, it's going to affect our attitude and our mindset going forward. So I thought it'd be helpful to think about this a little bit. It's like, what is my mindset right now? What is my attitude? And can I curate a better attitude going forward? And wow, what an impact that will have on the future. I heard once that if you want to look at why you are where you are right now, look at your thoughts 5 years ago up till today, because those thoughts led to decisions, which led to actions, which led you to where you are today. So where we are today, we have this amazing opportunity to take a look at the quality of our thoughts and our attitude and our mindset, and begin to curate new thoughts that will get us into a radically new place 5 years from now. Like, we literally can create the world that we want for ourselves, and then collectively create the world we want for our culture and society starting now. Wow, like truly can be the change we want to see in the world. So why not take action now on your mindset and attitude? So some couple broad brush statements, and I'm going to go through what I call some polarities. First, you either have an attitude that's focused on yourself, or an attitude that is focused on others, or an attitude that is focused on self and others. And I would promote that last is the most important, the most valuable. Because if you're just focused on yourself, then you're very selfish, and that can lead to really egotism, success at the expense of others, or victimhood. All of those can accrue from that. We do not want that mindset. So, and chances are you're not there if you're listening to this, but if you have aspects of that, now's the time to change, and change comes from a choice. If you're strictly focused on others at the expense of yourself, then you're not going to actually be able to serve others very effectively, because you're not going to be strong physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So you must take care of yourself while you're serving others. That's a very powerful mindset, isn't it? But it's somewhat new to a lot of people. Mastery of the things that we need to do to have a strong physical structure, to be mentally using our full capacity, to be emotionally mature, to be intuitive and spiritually grounded and aligned in service with our own calling or our dharma. That's critical. And then we go out and serve powerfully to a bigger and bigger population of people that we can contribute to and that care about what we do. Great. So consider to move toward this self and other mindset, and through your daily actions. Let's talk about some other polarities. All of these are like a spectrum of energy, and we want to move to the right being healthier, with more of a strength mindset, more of a courageous mindset. First is biggest polarity, darkness and light, right? Do you have a dark mood, lots of anxiety, depression, or can you move toward the light? How do you move toward the light? Well, take care of yourself and serve others, and you'll start moving toward the light, right? See how that ties together? And you can start visualizing yourself as healthier. You can inhale, draw light into your body through these little spot drill practices. And you can think about things that make you happy and grateful, instead of think about things that make you sad and fearful. So move toward the light. Next is bad and good. Well, everyone wants to be good, but oftentimes they're drawn toward the bad because, it's seductive, or they desire it. And I don't mean like super bad behavior morally. I'm talking about as simple as knowing that eating sugar and tons of carbs is bad for you, but you still do it anyways because you think, oh well, who's going to care? Or I'm on lockdown, and so this is the time for me to party like a rock star and eat all the crap. And I know a lot of people are doing that, and it's okay. Be kind to yourself. This is an unusual situation, but consider that you could move toward the good also. You can make better decisions about your health, the food you eat, what you put in your body, the thoughts you put in your body, just the way you organize. So tighten that up right now. It's a great opportunity, and then don't loosen it up later. Continue to tighten up, and you'll continue to get stronger so that you can serve others. Negative versus positive. Here's another polarity. Do you feed the fear wolf with your internal dialogue, with gossip, with constantly checking news and getting all tense and fearful about it? Or do you feed the courage wolf and be positive that this too shall pass, that there is a silver lining to this, we will come out of this stronger, and that whatever's happening is happening for a reason, and there's a good reason that we can learn about. So find it, focus on the positive. How about scarcity versus abundance? There's a lot of scarcity mentality going around now. I didn't get my government money, or blaming some larger corporation for getting it, not the small business, or getting mad at the government for shutting us down, or getting mad at the government's not opening us up. Like, there's a lot of fear going on, and are you feeding that negativity and that scarcity, or are you looking at, how do I be abundant? How do I serve more? How do I contribute more so that abundance will flow back to me? And to just know generally that you will be okay, you will be taken care of. But of course, doing everything in your power to make sure that's true. Timidity versus confidence. When we get smacked down, the warrior steps up, dusts himself off, learns from it, and then moves forward with confidence. Are you that right now, or are you being more timid because you're uncertain? Because the new VUCA world is causing you to take little baby steps instead of bold moves. So move toward confidence. How about unskilled versus competent? Well, guess what? Nobody is skilled in dealing with what we're dealing with now. Just move forward with small but bold actions every day, and let doubt eliminate the uncertainty. Okay? So move toward competence by just trying and constantly doing new things, and you'll get more competent at them. Don't wait to get competent. So what about fear? I already kind of addressed this, but being in fear versus being in courage. It's another way of saying being negative or positive. Like, are you feeding fear and allowing your emotional baggage to infect other people and to make your environments really negative? Or are you being courageous and having heartfelt conversations and engaging in crucial conversations, especially if you're the one that is being engaged because you're the one that's not emotionally handling the situation very well? And then pessimism versus optimism. I kind of addressed this, but this is for all of us. Be optimistic that this too will pass, that we've got a bright future ahead of us. America, especially if you're in America, is incredibly innovative and entrepreneurial, and so we at an individual level will figure this out. I'm not concerned at all. I do think our government is kind of messed up, and healthcare is messed up, and the insurance industry is a complete disaster. There's a lot of issues that need to be solved, and I do not expect those problems to come from government or from those big institutions themselves, because they're going to be the gatekeepers that are going to protect their interests. But we together can move toward better solutions by just ignoring them as best we can, right, legally. So build the new around them, and pretty soon they won't recognize their irrelevance until it's too late. But we got to do that together by not just going back to the way things were, by co-creating a new future together. I've gone a little bit long in this one, but it was a valuable topic. And so continue to check your attitude, move to the right, become a self and other focused individual, move toward the light, toward the good, toward the positive, toward the abundant, toward the confident, competent, courageous, and optimistic person that you are. Stay focused. See you next time.